Ah, is the other way around. Fuck. Anyway, sorry, it was the other way around. Anyway, hello, 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 hello. I'm in 1940s silent movies, so I guess. Anyway, I was reading Yellow Mage, age 32. Contrary to other priests' beliefs, Yellow Mages don't dedicate their lives to worship. Yellow Mages use their otherworldly powers only to their own benefits and to further their own agenda. What do you mean, what's this? Anyway, we got Osa. We're going fear and hunger mode. If you're talking about the ending, it's going to be like ending C, so I can get that done. Once Anki did what? To feel his own agenda? Yes. No, I don't. Give me full text adventure. The soothing sounds of the rail tracks. You are not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. Doesn't do anything wrong. Smiled. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce what has led you to this point in life. You were born and raised in the raging heats of Abyssina. The continent with a long history embedded with chaos and warring factions. Okay, what do you mean? Are you okay, Natural? Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing good. Doing good. Those fools, the people around you, waged wars over ancient disputes and grudges started by long-gone ancestors. Yes, you'll just give you and whether about every single one. What you've been studying, I guess. Belly. Abyssinia? Abyssinia. Huh. But that is how it has always been. The people of Abyssinia held ancestors and their spirits on a godlike pedestal. It's a real place, but it's got a different name now. It's a real place? Oh. But it's not like it was any better in the north, in the continent of Europa. Those fools worshipped ancient deities that none of them had ever even seen with their own eyes. Is this talking about where the dungeons of fear and hunger are? So is the dungeons in the north of Europa? Or are they in a completely different part? Oh yeah, you die in the intro? Oh boy. And they certainly had their disputes as well. Europa, yes. Wonder why Europa, of all places, they decide to have the Dungeons of Fear and Hunger. And they certainly had their disputes as well, a great war after another. What's worse, their disputes didn't stay within their borders, they dragged everyone into their mess. Wow. They had set their eyes on so it's Abyssinia. Abyssinia, golly. You're called in the past, too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember that. Abyssinia. Okay, so we had... Yeah, Abyssinia. Golly. Now, because of its strategic position in securing an access to oil and other raw materials from the east. Why so pink? Because. Why not? It was only a matter of time before the troops would march on your land. You were not going to die because some faceless puppeters chose to focus their magnifying glasses on your home country this time. Despite your young age, you decide to leave. Your siblings and mother would mourn your departure. They wanted you to have something to remember them by. Take your family... So that's, scepter? I'm gonna call it a scepter. But the Spanish countries do. Huh, interesting. I'm going to take... I think the top one's the best option. Your eyes hurt? Then just close your eyes then. Yeah, it's magic attack. Because remember I had one with, Marina. Pink. It's really weird otherwise. Yeah, I don't know, I got it in the last one. To have, yeah. You had considered yourself a successfully dead inside, not swayed by emotions, but it took a lot of effort to convince yourself that you wouldn't miss your family. You still obviously had weaknesses to weed out. You headed to the City of the Sun, Amman, to educate yourself on spiritualism and religion. You were no slogs physically, but you always considered your intellect your true forte. And just like you were accepted as an apprentice after some preliminary tests, at the same time news about the Great War closing... every time. Oh my gosh. Abyssinia. His borders were all they could talk on the radio. Oh, the thing in the background, yes. If you're hearing something slam, that's because someone has a stick and is deciding that that is a stick. That to hold and drop. Why? I don't know. Because. Is that a pink cow? Okay. Has something happened, Natural? Have you had amnesia? Amman was far from the borders. Was far from the borders, and it would take some... oh my gosh, I can't read today. Amman was far from the borders, and it would probably remain safe for a good while, even after the war broke. You figured you'd still have plenty of time to learn at the temple and leave the country before it was too late. Earth. Yes, that's what the sound is. At the Temple of Amman, you were given a choice to learn various different schools of spiritualism. Learn of worship in Europa, learn magic from the eastern sanctuaries, learn methods of your home country. Well, probably home country would seem like a good idea. If I had to pick, that's the one that I think is the best. Beneath of your choice. Magic at home equals meditation. What is meditation? What does meditation do in this instance? What's amnesia? When you don't remember things? Hello, if I do a stream. Well, hello. Well, I guess we'll go with the home country. You learned meditation. I guess I'll find out. You were talented and praised for your quick learning at the temple, but that came as no surprise to you. You knew you were smarter than most of those old geezers. You get full rev points next turn. Wow. What is a YouTube? I don't know. You need to ask the ones who created that, because they named the website that. They only possess knowledge you wanted. Once you have that, they serve no purpose to you. More time you spent at the temple, more pathetic the priest of Amon started to look in your eyes. Religion in general started to look dubious too after examining how the world functioned. 2 turns? Wow, that really is overpowered. Which, by the way, just for context sake, for my sake, I should say, did Osa leave when he was a little kid or when he was 32? So was this happening in the span of a year? That might be a bug, to be honest. It might be a bug. But yeah. Do we know if this is taking place during, like, the year when he's 32 years old currently? Or was this, like, the span of multiple years? Teens by our standards? It's a question. Well, I guess we'll use it. He must have left in his 20s. Oh. Just was screen shaking. No, it's the train moving. But yeah, I just, like, he couldn't have done this all in a year. I think he's a genius, but I don't know if that's a lot to happen in a year. Most religious doctrines were molded to accommodate the current ruling class. Religion was used as a mere tool to control masses more than anything else. Dedicating your life to worship would equal dedicating your life to kings and queens of the time. You had left your home because you didn't want to die fighting someone else's war, so why would you waste your life serving someone else in turn? Makes sense. Makes sense. Around this time, you found an old scroll from one of the many Amon libraries. The scroll mentioned an old section of magical practitioners originating from eastern sanctuaries, whose worldview seemed more appealing to you. Yellow mages differed from your typical priests. Oh, so this is how he became a yellow mage. He's not... I never thought of him as evil. It was just slightly annoying that he would take away one of my legs or my arm just because I walked by. You know, just a little bit annoyed. Why does Scary Man have so much lore? Because yellow mages are inherently interesting? Instead of dedicating their lives to worship, gods existed for them. Their force was to be harnessed to further one's own personal growth and agenda. Oh, I wasn't going to. It's a different character, so we'll see what happens. Oh boy, we're still going? Instead of finding order from the commandments laid out by the older gods, yellow mages reveled in chaos. Chaos was the natural state the world will return to time and time again, so why even try to force it at anything else? Well, yeah, the yellow mages from the first game really were chaos incarnate, because I still lost arms and legs. Yes, I am still angry about that. You quit at the Temple of Amon and decided to head east in pursuit of these yellow mages. You travel beyond your home continent, ultimately finding yourself at the narrow streets of eastern sanctuaries. You got acquainted with the local temples, even they had adopted the worship of Almer as their main religion. Chat's favorite right there. Yeah, that is true. But it's more like you guys like being the chaos, not watching the chaos. But I guess technically both really do not exist everywhere. Yeah, they kind of coexist and also don't coexist at the same time. Eastern sanctuaries were no better than the Temple of Amon in that regard. If anything, religion was even more prevalent there and dictated the way people were to live and die. You were looked down upon by the scholars and religious leaders of the area because of your very public opinions. They didn't bother you. You knew better. Oh boy. Hello. In time you convinced the assets you wanted. You were approached by a group of traveling mages who wore colorful attires. The yellow mages that were still around in this day and age were reduced to a small separate groups wandering around the world to study all fields of the otherworldly. Hello, hello, hello. What is Pokemon? That'd be a lot. He's a convict? He's not a convict. He's someone who fled his country that was going to go under war. / he didn't want to follow the rules they gave, so he left. Started a temple, didn't like how the temple was running things, learned about something, and wanted to go elsewhere. So he's not committed a crime at all. He's just trying to find his place in the world. The group saw the potential in you and offered a place among them. You liked what you heard and decided to join the wandering group. What do you specialize in? Basic techniques or more advanced magic? Okay. I'm assuming advanced magic would be the best probability. Did so much for his age. Hey, he's still in the prime of his life, man. He decided to do a lot. Yeah, he literally did a pilgrimage to find out what he wanted. But that is cool that he found the yellow mages. Like, he went on a journey to find them. Yeah, hello. You were here earlier. You traveled the world and I'm just here to play video games. Well, he didn't have a choice in the first instance. If you wanted to do basic dance, 400 minutes, it's hurting. Oh, by the way, does hurting affect bosses? I can't remember. Or does hurting have like a 50% chance to not happen with bosses, or doesn't happen at all? That's one of the things I didn't know. I literally just woke up. What do you mean it was typing? You're already in chat. Let's dance. Well, dance is not a bad thing to have, but I do wonder about hurting. You learn Danse Macabre, traditional dance. You just woke up. Are you being actually serious or not serious? Because I can't tell with you sometimes. Your path of learning and self-growth knew no end. Your travels brought you to a small border town in eastern sanctuaries. There you met a curious person. Hurting has more basic accuracy than most physical movements since you start without any spells. Both are good. Okay, so it's a basic spell. And morning for me, I did serious. Well, someone was on your account then. Because someone was wandering around then. I don't know what to say to you. And it's clean and yellow. Well, yeah, that is kind of how it ended up being, ain't it? Yellow mage and you dance. Hadal Azov, a self-proclaimed wizard from the Far East. Despite his pretentious appearance, his family name Azov was well known and even somewhat feared in certain occult circles, which gave his claim at least some credibility. Pedro was typing that. I don't think Pedro was. No, Pedro's back at home. That was my nephew. You figured it out. I'm gonna be like, Pedro, I think, is back at home. The other two are there, and I don't think they type. He was gathering a group of adventurers. Pardon me, see, while I made morning coffee. Huh, I was gonna be like, do you have amnesia? And he asked what amnesia was. I was so confused. I was generally like... Well, you can see what you chatted for yourself. What your nephew did, because golly, it was like, do you have amnesia? Are you okay? He was gathering a group of adventurers to accompany him on a perilous quest. Well, he asked, why is everything pink? And is that a pink cow over there? And everything else. Could learn if he wanted to. I think Pedro just wants to eat doors. He was gathering a group of adventurers. Okay, he had inherited a map from his late grandfather that was supposed to lead him to the infamous dungeons of fear and hunger itself. Really? The dungeons are still around? The place used to be a noteworthy location of pilgrimage for many aspiring mages and priests in the distant past. I don't blame him, but he was like, when I say natural, he was like me. It's like, I wonder if... I was so confused. I generally thought you were playing a joke. Why does your dog's friend also eat doors? I don't think the diet should be eating wood. The yellow mages you had spent time with previously told ominous tales about the dungeons as well. I see a pattern here, I guess. Which, by the way, do we know anything about the yellow mages that were in the dungeons? So did they become crazy because of the pilgrimage? Not all dogs, from what I've seen, but maybe that's just, I've been lucky. Let's always use this. Yeah, I was just like so confused. I was so confused. They died, Lama. What do you mean? They died? They would be gone by now. No, I didn't. What are you talking about? I've done nothing. If anything, it's probably Ragnvaldr's fault, not me. You can blame him. Initially, you dismissed Azov's talk, only to be haunted by the most brutal nightmares on the following night. Something was calling for you. You had to witness the place yourself. Oh, so he got cursed by the dungeons. You poor soul. You joined the Motelet crew of adventurers Azov had managed to put together and traveled through war-torn Europa. Most of the crew quit halfway to Rondon because of how difficult it was to cross borders during those chaotic times. What, the reaction to what was happening? I thought you were playing a joke. I was like, do you have amnesia? I thought you were playing a joke of you having amnesia. Genuinely. I thought that was the joke you were trying to make. By entering a room by breaking. Well, that's just called being a child in imagination. The closer to the destination you got, more feverish your dreams became. The remaining members of your ragtag fellowship were visibly sick from stress and otherworldly pressures that had befallen on you the moment you set out on your quest. Crew in there, you up with her like a true dance queen. Yeah, and then he had horrible nightmares of the dungeons. The breaking point was the day you were to finally arrive at the dungeons. A heavy fog drowned your camp and made the navigation impossible. Using compass what? That is not an English sentence. Nephew Brian PC after he woke me up. Yeah, I realize that now. You think of going there, the other pressures start coming in. This is not a coherent sentence. Using a compass did no good, as the thing was just spinning circles wildly. I was like, I think that it got typed out wrong. This thing growls and howls created unrest. Not that there was any need for that, as superstition and constant misfortune had already convinced your fellow travelers that this trip was cursed from the start. Your companions panicked and scattered to the mist. Azov himself had been sick from the constant nightmares for half the trip already. You left him curled up in this position in his tent and ventured forward on your own. It's like hey, it's not like the worst thing. I just was like, my brain went, huh? That don't seem right. After walking for a while, you started to make out something behind the thick white veil. The mist revealed structures of some kind. You got to a set of old ruins, or they look more like a measly pile of rubble now. If it wasn't for the dreadful aura emanating from deep within, you couldn't tell there was anything remarkable about this place whatsoever. Okay, so it did finally... It was destroyed. So does that mean Ragnvaldr completely, made a cave-in? What do you mean the rules have changed? They didn't even enter the ruins yet, and they all got mad yet. Near the main entrance arc, there was a makeshift archaeological site with tents and digging equipment. The site looked abandoned. On the other side, there was a side entrance to dungeons with stairs leading down to the darkness below. So what changed? What rules have changed? Okay, so we are going into the dungeons of fear and hunger. Like, literally. Why is this mentioned so much in the Philippines? Because it's the morning. I don't know what to tell you. Well, it would be the side entrance. Because the main entrance seems like a bad idea. Sure, you can give me a little rundown. Why not, so I'm not in here. With your light. I'll tell you when you have limited time. It sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good. Side entrance. Cautiously, you walk down the slippery stairs only to find a cave-in. The hallway had totally collapsed and there seems to be no way around. Buried under the rubble was an old skeleton in a medieval leather armor, crushed under a lot of rocks. You don't want to suffer the same fate with the skeleton, so you return back. Near the main entrance arc, there was a makeshift archaeological site with tents and digging equipment. Okay, so examine the tents. The archaeological site seems relatively new, maybe a couple of years old at tops. There were no signs of people. Whoever had set it up had long abandoned the place too. Do you think the horse's bones are still there, or do you think it's dust now? From the first game, do you think it's dust, or do you think the bones are still just hanging out? All the documents and reports were written in Bremen, so you couldn't tell exactly what these people were looking for. Horse. I don't think it was horse soup. Maybe? Who knows? It's been a while. This might have been just a regular archaeological excursion that stumbled into their certain doom unknowingly. If these truly were the dungeons of fear and hunger, then even in their current state, they would surely swallow unprepared tourist whole. And it's just a portal. Maybe. It might be. Who knows? Near the main entrance arc, there was a makeshift archaeological site with tents and digging equipment. The site looks abandoned. Okay, so we just go to the main entrance now. The moment you step into the dungeon's walls, you feel immense otherworldly pressure. You understood the place would drain any normal person to the brink of madness and starvation in a matter of mere hours. Hint, hint, hint. What about horseradish? Are they even actually made from horses? I thought they were just from the ground. You had to be efficient about this. Even if the day was still bright, the darkness seemed to suffocate all light and you could barely see anything ahead of you. You lit up a torch. Holy moly. You stood at the vestibule of the dungeons. To your left, you saw a door leading to what seemed like a kitchen. There was a small room with old wooden furniture in front of you. And to your right, there was a closed door. An ingredient for horse soup. Huh. Okay, which room do I go to then if you're doing that? The room's still covered in old stains. Check the cupboards. Coming from the entrance. Hide in the room in front of you. Check the room for any good spots to hide in. Behind a bookshelf. You saw a silhouette of gigantic whale form pushed to open the doorway. The creature made gargling noises and wandered to the kitchen. Used the chance to sneak past the dark corridor where it first came from. The only creature had gotten used to the darkness as it sensed you the moment you got out of your hiding spot. You turned to the unknown darkness without a second thought. You ran as fast as you could, creating a distance to the malformed beast. With each step, you couldn't see much in the darkness, but a door frame that had light shining through its cross caught your attention. You tackled the door open and stumbled to an overgrown courtyard. Huh. Quickly glancing back at the dark corridor, you noticed that the beast was nowhere to be seen. You figured that the last ray of the setting sun will still keep it at bay. Is this a guard? You took a breather and slowly walked across the yard. The grass had taken a sickly yellowish color, and the setting sun created ominous shadows as its rays hit the long gallows standing at the center of the enclosure. She's probably aiming for a big key. There's only small keys. Yes, it was a guard. So the guards are still around. Okay, so they must be immortal. This place must be stuck in time, then. It would be nice. We're just doing a text adventure as he stares ominously into the seat across from him. As you manage to focus your thoughts, you realize that there was an additional voice echoing in your head. Something or someone was calling you from the depths of this forsaken fortress. There was something very curious about this echo. You needed to find its source. Not like you had a choice, but to delve deeper as the sun was rapidly setting down, stripping you from the last burial that kept the murderous beast hiding in the shadows. Correct, my doctor stops aging. So does that mean the horse that I talked about stopped aging? Or is it because it was already dead, it didn't get corrupted? Sorry. So it was dead. But Melissa's a chunky girl. Well, Melissa's a special lady. That's for sure. It's dead but still intact. The courtyard led to another door to the darkness. You pushed forward. You were at the foyer of the dungeons. The hall was too large. To your left was a lavatory. To your right there was a long corridor leading to the total darkness for you. Large, alright, check this. Trestle up a row of grimly old toilet seats. Oh, mixed with the... You wondered how I... Okay. Return. That's disgusting. I know exactly where that is. Check out the dark corridor. Your torch slowly pushes the darkness as you advance towards the unknown. The further you got, the stronger the echo inside your head became. You couldn't make out words clearly, but this was definitely the right direction to head in. A larger room opened up behind a set of rusty iron bars. The torch illuminated human-like figures that stood still just beyond the radius of the light. Upon closer inspection, you noticed these figures were medieval iron maidens. You have limited time. Or is there danger? Okay. Anyway, there was only iron maidens in a torturer's room. Was there other iron maidens in the dungeon that I don't remember? Was there other iron maidens that I'm forgetting? Because I'm not remembering other iron maidens. Human-shaped torture devices that had seen practical use, judging from the old stains that had formed from the seeping blood of their victims. The room had numerous other torture devices as well. No, this is torturer's room, literally. Okay, so we walked into torturer's room. I was gonna be like, where are we? The room had numerous other torture devices as well. Most of them would probably be inoperative in this day and age. Among them, you see an old reinforced chest, and at the back of the room, you saw a corridor leading to the cells. I'd advise. I'm assuming this is gonna go horribly. If I check the chest, is Torturer going to appear, or no? Or is, Mr. Stomping Along Guard going to come along? This is me asking the genuine question. You can check the chest. Torturer is dead. The chest is old. It might as well have been medieval for all you knew. As you tried to open it, you realized the lock was still fully functioning. You couldn't open it without a proper key. You felt a cold draft running across the chamber. The draft seems to be guiding you towards the darker corridor at the end of the room. So I calculated the time wrong. It's fine. I'm still in the text adventure. I feel this is a bad idea. Is danger imminent, Paul, or no? Ah, that's what you were talking about. Huh. My turn is just to explore. Allowing us to face from distance on the train. That's your right. Okay, I guess we'll check the stairway. The wide stairway led to an old oh my goodness, Almurian sacrificial altar with a skeleton crucified to it. Oh, fun! Next to the altar, there was a side path leading deeper inside the fortress. Examine the altar. The altar was a typical ritual crucifix used to worship Almur, the Ascended One. A sacrifice would be put on the cross, and their blood would slowly be drained for days to come. Yeah, it's the man that screamed earlier. Caught the rescue from earlier. Say hi. Hello? Hello. Traditionally, such rituals were used for protection. Almur would look after the immediate surroundings for as long as the blood was running down the cross. The last sacrifice, this cross saw must have been the skeleton. There was no blood dripping from the cross anymore, so no protection from Almur either. The path was narrow corridor, crudely made from misshapen bricks. Ha ha! That, or he just was there, one way or another. Misshapen bricks and stones. It looks like the floor had collapsed at certain points, but you were able to hop over the trench with ease. A large room opened up before you. Am I just reading a book at this point to you guys? It should just be Fear and Hunger. Reading text to speech. Stout with its finer decor, spiral floor tiling, and its many bookcases covering the walls. There's affinity for S endings. Yes, I did. The cow is pink. Because it's a space cow. Me just reading? Just reading this entire thing? The south end corner of the room had a small doorway shrouded in darkness. The northern end corner was more dilapidated with its caved-in ceiling and all. Check the bookshelves. What voice? What voice specifically? Search the bookshelves. Most of the books that were still left had been growing mold for hundreds of years, but there were a handful of manuscripts that appeared surprisingly new. Ruhr is not as important to me. All of them, like how you do Ace Attorney. You want me to... It's literally just Osa's voice. It's just Osa. Yeah, we got the jackpot. But I have to pick one, I'm assuming. Gorogoroth would not be a bad idea. Please keep streaming, I'm going to sleep. Can you please keep streaming? I'm going to sleep. Okay. Make the old guy's voice? The old... Too tired, I'll have fun. Well, thanks for stopping by. Why, you want me to do the judge's voice? That's asking a lot, man. I don't think he's not that old. It's either Sylvian or Gorogoroth. What is the probability of me losing limbs? Since I'm playing Osa, it feels less likely. It's safe to less when Gorogoroth doesn't guarantee defense. That's why I'm like, do I want to... Since I'm playing Osa, I'm not dealing... Is there any other character that was hurting that I should worry about? Well, there's the woodsman who gets rid of the limbs. I'm trying to think. Is there any other one? Gives you mind reading powers? I don't think it gives me mind reading powers. That would be nice. Because then I could read what the enemy is saying, so I could go... If they say left, I go right. If they go right, I go left. Priests. I mean, since you don't have the traps like the priest. The traps like the priests. Hatchet, moon scorched. Well, death mask is not as common. The woodsman is fine. Moon scorched is just a general thing. And Sammy can hurt. Oh yeah, I have to fight them. Mind reading skill, and you can read thoughts of characters. Really? So you can one-shot priest in the head. Since it takes out legs. Huh? Okay, are you talking about Grogoros? Oh, Skin Bible? Or are you talking about... Wait, speaking of... Doesn't... Okay, maybe I'm just completely like... What? Skin Bibles, don't they just exist in my inventory unless I make a circle to use them? I don't think I've ever used a Grogoros circle in the last playthrough. Talking about regular, sorry for going off track. But yeah, so as Ghostic? Gnostic. Huh. So it can make you can read their minds. I guess we'll go with this. They don't get used if that's what you're asking. Yeah, that's what I'm winked. We'll just go with that. We'll take this. The manuscripts all seem to be part of a bigger compilation. You would have loved to have all of them with you, but you had a job to do and you couldn't burn yourself with too much extra luggage. Just put it in your pockets. You have baggy pants. Can't they fit in the baggy pants? Just shove all the books in there. A large room opened up before you. The room stood out with its finer decor. Okay, we're back here. I guess check the doorway. Your torch slowly lit up the room and revealed a wooden desk with drawers, a carpet that was from Eastern sanctuaries, judging by its pattern, and partly eaten corpse that seemed to be part of the archaeological expedition. Oh, you poor soul. It's not that useful, just some extra details about survivor personalities. Yeah. The body. The corpse belonged to one of the adventurers who have delved here with archaeological experience. This is what its outfit told you, at least. It was the traditional safari outfit you'd seen in movies. Someone or something had been chewing on the body. They were human-like bite marks all over the torso and neck. What the frick? Oh! I'll take that, thanks. If you use mind reading on Emiya Samara, the conversation gets really awkward. Oh boy. Faint whining and moaning could be heard from the partly eaten archaeologist. The corpse had trouble getting back on its feet. Oh, it's a zombie. Or a ghoul. But after a small stumble, he's already turned his attention to you. The body is a better option. Well, if you want to hear my thought process, I was like, this archaeologist was in here, so he would have already checked the desk. So, like, whatever he found in the desk would hopefully be on his person. Hopefully. Slowly, one step at a time, the ghoul had approached you with his mouth stretched unnaturally open. Now, when he says attack with your staff, do I just hit him on the head like a bat? Bonk. Just bonk. The poor, ghoul on the head. Be like, whoops, sorry. You came at me, so bonk. Does it matter which one I pick? Stop it, bonk. Yes, that's how I imagine it. You know how to tread the dungeons? It does. Oh, of course. Did the first game about avoid fighting? It was about avoiding fighting if you could. Are you doing an S ending? Oh, come on! Oh, I lived. You backed away from the room, yet the ghoul kept following you. You cautiously hopped over the collapsed floor in the corridor leading up to the library. The creature was not as agile and instead face-planted on the ground as it tripped on the rubble. The ghoul was waist-deep in the trench, unable to climb back up, so desperately he tried reaching out for you with his blood-soaked hands. The whines and growls turned into agitated shrieks as if furiously trying to snatch you. It looked like the creature was stuck. You'd figured you'd best just leave the area for now and explore elsewhere. Usually, but I don't know if I'd get stuck in a corner. You were at the foyer of the dungeons. The hall was too large. To your left, okay, blah, blah, blah. Go down dark corridor. We've read this. I'm not Daredevil, I just was like, oh, let's try it. You walk past all the contraptions and bizarre devices, each step sticking to the old blood covering the floor. Loud creaks and groans could be heard behind you. Something big had just entered the foyer. You figured it must have been the malformed archaeologist from before. The sun must have set, which made it possible for the creature to advance to the courtyard. The creature must have had your scent, as his footsteps clearly closed in on you at a rapid pace. You had to act fast. The corridor that opened up was a long one, with multiple cell doors covering each side. At the end, there was a large bar ceiling off a staircase. Only a rusty old lock stood in your way towards the deeper darkness. Did I get a key? I can't even remember what I have in my inventory right now. I think I have a prison key. So, does that mean the cell door's open? And not the gate? I would assume so. From the body, yes. So, is the key to the doors? Or is it to the gate? Because I'm assuming it's to the doors. Ugh. Because I don't want to go through all this again. Check the cell. Can I tell you stuff to save your life? Yes, please. Please. I don't want to do this all over again. It's been almost an hour and I'm still in text-to-speech mode. Please. Please, please, please. Because you have to do it all again, yeah. Gate at the end. Okay, thank you. You heard the creature trash the nearby torture chamber. He was right on your heels. You couldn't see him in the darkness, but you could sense his intense hatred homing in on you. The gate was locked with a reinforced lock. You tried to remain cool as you hoped for the prison keys to work. The beast was already charging towards you as you opened the gate and slipped inside only seconds before the malformed monster smashed against the bars. Other two options is instant death. Okay, thank you. Violently, the creature tried reaching for you while making low grunt noises from his swollen throat. The bars and the gate seemed to hold the beast for now, but you didn't want to stay and find out whether that thing could eventually break in. It probably could. Why hate friend in yellow? I don't hate friend in yellow. I just did not really... His is so much longer than Marina's. Instead, you took the stairs deeper to the darkness. The thought crossed your mind, if darkness had twisted those poor sods to become mindless beasts, would the same fate await you if you stayed at the dungeon for too long? Technically, yes. Or you died before that would happen. Because technically, my experience is I died before that could happen. Right, Anki? Right, buddy? Old pal? Oh, so I got Marina's. So I got lucky with the first one to begin with. The stairs became sticky from old gore and blood the deeper you got. The air was stale and had a rotting smell to it. She's also the youngest. Well, Levi's the same age, though, so technically she is the youngest, is tied with Levi. The voice inside your head got louder. You still couldn't make any sense of any words, but it was definitely calling for you. Deeper. You had to get deeper. That much was clear. Yeah, but also gives unique insight into everything plus a bit of lore. Yeah, that is true. I won't deny. Which, by the way, does Pesto show up in this? Like, is she here? Or did she go with where Almar is? Or is she around? I'm assuming he is old and wise. Well, Osa definitely is. She's the oldest or second oldest of the cast. Was here centuries ago. She went with Almar, I presume. I know she was here centuries ago, but I didn't know if her, like, how there was the, what was it? The shadow of Gorgoroth, you know, left behind. I didn't know if she left anyone behind, you know, a part of herself behind, like Gorgoroth and Sylvian did. Just a deity. She is a person, thank you very much. She is a person. He's theoretically not that old. That's why I said he's not that old. He's wise. You entered a huge chamber full of partly buried skeletons and rotting corpses lying about. The ground had a thick layer of dried blood and filth which had accrued around the chamber walls over the years. Ha 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 ha. I didn't call him old. Eldridge did. Each step you took echoed to dizzying heights. You couldn't see the chamber's ceiling. The walls just rose up forever to the darkness. No, he's 32. I don't think anyone's in their 40s that I know of. There were 2 staircases in the chamber. One led to the ground level you had just escaped, while the other one leads to a lower levels. In the middle of the chamber, there was a rather new-looking wooden contraption. Okay. I feel like the contraption is death, so we'll just look at this. Most of the bodies have been decayed and decomposing for hundreds of years. Some bodies look fresher than others. Well, I know up is where you came from because it's the ground floor, which means the main floor. Some bodies look fresher than others, while some were reduced to bare skeletons. I'm not in a... Oh my gosh. His name. It has left my brain. What is his name? What is his name? What's the old mage? The mage who has no body. The new god mage. The one who hates all of his his friends and is a loner. Isn't it an F? Why can't I think of his name? It's in there somewhere. Can't remember his name. Nashra, thank you. I was like, okay, it wasn't even an F. I was like, are we in there? Speaking of, now that I think about it, since there's piles and piles of bodies, I'm like, are we there? I 1 hour in and we haven't left the train yet. Yes, because he's taking that long. That's how long this is. The ludicrous amount of corpses did raise questions about the purpose of this chamber, but there was no one around to answer those questions anymore, so he just took everything at face value. Nostra's not here? Did he leave too? Which, speaking of, is Nostra in the Hall of the New Gods? Is he in the Hall of the Gods? I don't remember if I saw him there. There were 2 more staircases in the chamber. Okay. No, he isn't. Okay, so he's still wandering around somewhere. You didn't notice the gaping hole at the center of the chamber until you got closer and your torch lit up the surroundings. The wood contraption has been built around it as a freight elevator of sorts. Oh, this is the hole in the thing. So his yellow mage is worshipping him. Just was wondering if he has, since it has been centuries and, Pesto has moved on. I don't know if he went anywhere else in his, time of centuries. Well, I guess Ragnarvalder wouldn't find him during his ascending, so that's why he would still be around, unlike his companions. Now that I think about it. The contraption itself stuck out just by not being stained with blood and filth like everything else. Judging by some of the equipment around, the elevator must have been used by the same archaeological expedition that had set up the tents outside. You could have used the contraption yourself, too, if you had some rope with you. For him, that's all I'll say. Ending what? Now I have to check, because now you're saying that. Now I have to double check what that ending is. Because all of the endings merge in my head. I am not kidding you. They all merge in my head. Yes, they are not total endings. Thank you. Ending A? Oh, one ending is for him. Well, if you take him to see... If you take the girl to grow... Does... Okay. He don't appear, so I guess it just depends. Because he don't get, like... flown to the moon, as they might say. Yes, that will never not be funny. I guess take the stairs down. The stairs leading down were sticky with the grime like everything else in that chamber. Cold draft moved you along the chasm that awaited you at the bottom. A giant underground ravine opened up before you, even your torch couldn't properly light up the area. There were iron grid platforms suspended above a seemingly bottomless chasm. Okay, so we're in, like, the, prison part, where the statues are. The platforms were mounted on cavern walls and linked together with a shaky-looking bridge. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, am I wrong? It happened. I have video proof of it. Almost there. Yay, we're almost there, finally. For the fight, yeah. The platforms were mounted on the cavern walls linked together with a shaky-looking bridge. The side you were on had a few individual prison cells in a row. What awaited on the other side of the bridge was shrouded in darkness. "75% there. Hey, that's more than halfway to me. You tried opening the cell doors, but all of them appeared locked. Some of the locks were too rusty to even function properly anymore. There appeared to be no way inside the bars. Not that you missed anything important. The torch light revealed just regular prison utilities, buckets, chains, and a couple of skulls belonging to previous residents. The grid platforms looked old and rusty. The platforms gave worrisome creaks as you walked on them. The fact that parts of the platform had already, I see an extra space, had already collapsed didn't exactly reassure you of their condition. A giant underground ravine opened up before you. Even your torch couldn't light up properly light up the area. There were iron grid platforms suspended. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay, I guess we walk over the bridge. No, I'm waiting on the live reveal. Oh boy. You cautiously walked up to the bridge, just putting some weight on the thing caused a couple of nuts and bolts falling out to the endless steps. You bravely crossed it. The bridge felt like it was about to collapse at any moment, but somehow it remained together. The other side of the ravine was more or less identical to the one where you just came. There were 3 cells in a row at the end of the platform. There was a corridor leading away from the ravine back to solid ground. Guess we'll check these. All cells were locked. One cell in particular caught your attention. There was a huge creature inside. Its features looked human, but this person must have been at least 2.5 meters tall? If not more. Is that supposed to be 2.5 or is it supposed to be 25? I'm assuming it's 2.5. If not more. The upper body of the thing was shrouded in darkness. For a moment you thought the creature was still breathing, but you figured it must have just the flickering torch creating illusions, surely. I know it's supposed to be big, that's why I'm asking. Is it supposed to be 2.5 or is it 25? Because the comma makes me not sure. Walk away as quietly as possible, regardless. I guess go to the corridor. The corridor took you to a small intersection. To the left there was a doorway leading to a small room, and to your right, the corridor continues deeper into the darkness. 2'5". Are we sure? Because that seems small. Check back on the chasm, check the small room. The room looked like it had once belonged to an army officer. There were numerous weapons racked in the room, positioned next to an empty shelf. At the back of the room, there was a wooden desk. With an impressive-looking leather recliner behind it. Behind the desk, you noticed a small cast-iron chest and what seemed like a rusty lever. No key, contraption, useless. If it's over 6 feet, then yes, that is tall. I guess we'll check the weapons rack. There were a few swords and spears still left in the rack. It looked like there might be one have been more, but looters had probably taken everything that looked half decent and valuable. One of the swords was a complete rubbish, and one of the spears appeared to be in surprisingly good shape. Can't carry both around. You didn't want to encumber yourself after all. You need a key for the chest. Can Osley even hold a spear? Genuine question. Can Osley hold a spear? Or no? So don't waste a search. I don't know, can he... does he have noodle arms like Anki and Marina? Or can he actually hold the spear? But if you lose an arm, you drop it. Ugh, fine, we'll take the sword. You heard a distant chains rattle by the chasm. Seems like the small commotion caused by your exploration reached the ears of something or someone. The room looks like it had once belonged to an officer. Okay, blah. I'm trying to figure out what room we are in. So you're saying the mechanism is useless, so you're talking about the lever? So I can't check the lever doesn't help and the chest doesn't do anything. Then 2 equals death. Okay. But yeah, so when you mean mechanism, do you mean lever? Because that's my assumption, is what you're saying, so I guess we'll go with the desk. It is what I mean, yes. Okay, the wooden desk. The desk in its drawer has been ransacked long ago already. Instead, you tried looking for things that were less obvious to common thieves and treasure hunters. You examined the bottom of the desk and found a hidden trap door. A pipe and a pouch full of, what do I want to call this? Dirt fell from the hidden compartment. A loud creak echoed from the ravine. The dungeons were dead silent apart from the small ruckus caused by you going through the officer's room. How loud was he? Was he just like banging pans around being like, I'm here, how loud is it? Old man stirred. Yep. Whatever still lived in the darkness would hear you loud and clear. Room like it once belonged to... Okay. Return to corridor. Deeper into darkness, I think. You check out a weapons rack silently. Well, apparently not. When I picked up a weapon, it made a noise. Your torch pushed away the darkness. The dancing light flickered on a lone skeleton chained on the wall. The corridor circled back to the great chasm and its suspended platforms. The iron bridge connected the two sides had completely collapsed on this end of the ravine. You noticed a rope tied on the platform. On the other end of the rope, you saw a corpse belonging to the archaeological expedition. This person is apparently... Ah! The horrors of the dungeons must have been too much for him. Lift up the corpse. You pulled the corpse up. You were right in your assessment. The person had modern clothing that looked like that of a stereotypical Western archaeologist. The person had nothing of value. Pick up the rope, though. Head back. Suspicious. Your first steps were the only thing echoing in the air apart from occasional water droplets heard in the distance as you head back. There was a doorway to a small room on your right. But it didn't even do the caw. Why? We didn't even hear that. He was in the cell. He's still alive? I thought... But he was killed by Ragnarvalder, so how was he still alive? Hello. You haven't missed too much. I'm still in the text adventure right now. Go to this... Okay. There was a doorway to a small room... So do I just go... Yeah, I'm going back. Scrolled his soul. So funny. No, I glitched him into infinity. So it's fine. Your torch pushed away the darkness. Okay. Wait, did I go wrong? Head back. Where do I go? Where do I go? So this takes me to the corridor. Do I check out the cells? Where do I go? I don't get it. So do I check out the cells, but then he... Wait, is the thing... Am I stuck here? It's fine as long as you don't loot. As you walked to the platforms, you heard loud screeching from one of the cells. The noise was coming from the exact cell you feared it would. The huge creature in the cell was waking from its slumber. No, I'm trying to leave to go back to the pit of corpses so I can use the rope to take the elevator down. A large humanoid creature busted through the cell door. The thing was naked, revealing its abnormally muscular and scarred physique. Thank you, narrator, for telling me this specific detail. Its left arm was missing, replaced with what looked like a long pole or a rod full of thorns and other sharp projectiles. The most striking feature, however, is its abomination was its head. The thing had a head of a crow, and it was not just a mask. The feathers seemed to be growing down its neck as well. Couldn't help but take a few steps back. That strong was the killing intent emanating from the thing. Well, we'll find out. You trust the basket. First you dodge another swing. Okay, barely escaped the reach. You ran across the bridge. The creature followed hot on your trail. The shaky bridge clattered under your feet. Just as you made it to the other side, the whole thing fell to pieces. Ooh. The hulking mass of the crow mauler was too much. How do you know it was a crow mauler, Osa? How do you know that? How do you know his name? Well, his second name. He has another name that I can't remember. He was a captain. The creature slumped down to the endless chasm with the collapsing parts and pieces. You were standing on the grid and the iron suspended above. Oh, but below you the bridge has linked the platform has collapsed entirely with the crow. I didn't die, I lived. The site you were on had a few individual prison cells in a row and a stairway back up where you originally came from. Oh, you never got it? I got lucky. Well, because what do you do when you see a chrome alert? You run away. Return to the upper floor? Yeah. As you walk back up, you once again heard the echo inside your head. This time you could almost understand some words. Deeper you must delve, deeper. The correct path must have been somewhere at the bloody chamber. Two cases, one leading to the ground level, or any other one lower levels. Examine contraption. I thought he would let me go back to where I needed to go, okay? The one contraption has been built. Okay, we read that. Use rope. You tied the rope tightly to the wooden beams and threw the loose end down to the pit. A cold draft could be felt coming from the depths below. You head down. Climb down to the claustrophobic, bloody pit. The pit opened up, and the area that revealed itself was even more open than the ravine upstairs. There was a huge cavern beneath the fortress ruins. Had to do it all over again. Ah, so funny. The rope ended up on top of a crashed wreckage. Oh, it finally broke? An iron cage had crashed on the rocky ground from the pit you came from. A closer inspection suggested it was an elevator of some kind. Needless to say, it wasn't functional anymore. You stood on solid ground next to the wreckage. The cavern was huge. Your torchlight left you standing in the middle of darkness, with no point of interest apart from a makeshift campsite with a couple of tents and archaeological equipment. Examine the wreckage, I guess. The iron frame of the elevator had been bent from the fall. There was still a broken chain hanging on the roof. The chain must have lifted and lowered the elevator when necessary, back when the elevator was still functioning. No Mahabharata for you. What do you mean? Isn't there a bridge? Mahabharata's through the caves. We're in where Moonless was found. We're in Moonless's cave, I guess? Till now. Save till the end now. I still don't push your luck just in case. Oh boy, check the campsite. As you walk up to the tents, you notice that there were no signs of life there. The archaeological crew was gone. The campsite had a couple of tents side by side, open crates full of digging equipment, and a makeshift table full of various documents scattered around. Behind the camp, you found a large digging site. Check out the tents. Check the tents 3 times. The first tent has sleeping bags and clothing scattered about. Among the useless junk, you managed to find 5 matches. Second tent was mostly the same story, except for there was a collection of archaeological findings on a table. After your initial excitement, you noticed, however, that those findings were only run-of-the-mill artifacts, pieces of broken vases and other trinkets of no use. Among the junk, you picked up an ornament lantern. Okay. What do you mean? It's the same line. Oh! Only this time you notice something hidden under a bed. Someone from the archaeological crew must have tried to hide it from the others. You found a small thing's amulet. Huh! So wow, Marina really got screwed over with all of this stuff. She could have gotten 10 times more stuff. The documents were written in Brahmin, so you couldn't make sense of them, really. There were some very official-looking papers among them, which suggested that the expedition order came from someone high up in Brahmin office, maybe even from the Kaiser itself. Really? Really? Lagarde made them go all the way? She didn't go to the dungeon, she risked his life. I can't believe Lagarde sent people here when he knew what it was like. Was he too lazy to do so? And what was he looking for? Probably the cube. Probably the cube. Because he's obsessed with that gosh darn cube. You swear it was his wife. A certain head. A report documented each item found from the digging site. There were pictures of the said items etched on paper. The items looked mundane for most parts, but all of them had a carving on them that were unlike anything you have seen before. They didn't match with any culture you were aware of. One document caught your interest, especially. It had a sketch of a cubic object with various ornaments and sigils carved all across it. I wonder what he was after. The thing that he was obsessed with. Something about this item raised the hair on your arms and made you sick from the stomach. There was something special about this cube, no doubt about it. The campsite had a couple of tents side by side. Head to the darkness. You started walking to the darkness with your torch. Right, I got it back. Well, if we got it... Yes, if we're going... Because all of the endings are true and not true at the same time. So, if Ragnvaldr... You know... went, no mercy on all the creatures inside of the dungeon, he has the cube. You started walking to the darkness with your torch working as the only source of light. As you walked away from the wreckage, the voice echoing inside your head became more distant. The further you got, the more aggravated it got. Whatever was the source of these voices, it obviously didn't want you to go this way. If I keep going, is it death? Or does it matter? Genuinely, I'm like, do it matter? Are we still on the train? Yes, we are still on the train, because it's never gonna end. Yes, we are still on the train. He's still here. With his one leg over the other, thinking to himself. With Tanaka making eye contact, I think. I'm literally... I choose this option and... But let's not... I didn't get the Chrome Heart direction. Well, you have so much faith in me. Yes, I am still going. Meant to take 30 minutes. It's meant to take 30 minutes. I know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go. Keep on walking. You walk straight until you ran into the rock wall. The road. It's on the list of things you could get. You walk straight until you ran into a rock wall. The wall rose up beyond the radius of your torchlight. Continue along the wall. You kept walking. The ground was pretty even, and in general, the terrain was fairly easily traversable. Pretty soon, you found yourself at the edge of a cliff. The sight reminded you of the ravine upstairs. Most likely, the chasm before you was the very same. The place looked like a dead end, so you tracked back your footsteps back to the elevator wreckage. The approach was more difficult than you expected. The ground was so hard, so there was barely any footsteps left on it. After meandering about for a good while, you stumbled upon the wreckage just by sheer accident. Lucky you! Well, so far, yes. You stood on the ground. Okay. Do I climb back up? What? I didn't do anything. How? I was already at the campsite. Oh, the digging site, thank you. The digging site was bigger than how it looked initially. The site expanded to nearby cliffs with wooden platforms leading down to a giant chasm. You descend down to the dark depths. The echoes inside your head return once again. Misguided soul, can't you hear my call? The words were clear this time. Yes, we are doing this all in our head, technically. Good, finally, the voice becomes even more clearer. The archaeological crew had been digging deep and revealed something that should have stayed hidden. Hello. Revealed something that should have stayed hidden. Ancient structures could clearly be seen protruding from the rock surface. The structures look almost like a remnants of a city from another time. Did they dig into Mahabra? Did they just drill themselves into Mahabra? Yeesh, that would have been easier than trying to get a cube from the cave villagers. Golly. Saved us so much time. I mean, they didn't exactly come back. The wooden platforms took you straight to them, and a ladder was set to lead you inside what looked like a temple or some other place of worship. They they hit there. Well, we don't know if all... I'm assuming some of them survived. You climbed in. Most of the temple was dilapidated by time, but you could still spot some murals on the wall that depicted rituals and gods not known in this day and age. Even if you only witnessed glimpses of something larger, the scale of the building already impressed you. It was unlike anything you'd ever seen. Eastern sanctuaries, the city of Amon, Bissonia, they all paled in comparison. The voice inside your head was getting loud. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. You dug the rubble with your bare hands. You turned over wooden structures and pushed away a stone pillar. There it was, the source of the voice. A burnt and withered head. It's Nashra! Oh my gosh, it's Nashra! Wow. Buddy, you have seen better days. Oh my goodness, he's alive! The head had deep lines running across it. In the place of its eyes were dark and empty sockets. The only hair on the head was sparse mustache under its big nose. Oh no! He has no eyeballs? And he's bald and only has a mustache? He had a voluptuous beard. Wow. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting a worm like you weaseling its way this deep to the dungeons, but I'll take what I can get. All earthworms do, after all, is dig. Your garments, maybe you could do more than a camel in a place of your brains. Are you a yellow mage or are you not? Very evil, kind of deserved. Yeah. But he also helped us out. So I have slight pity for him. You confirm the suspicions of this beheaded oddity. Figures, that's why a measly maggot like yourself can hear my call very well. Kneel before me, for I am your master, Nashra, the doom and terror of the modern man. I said I felt slightly bad for him. You have to remember, he helped me against some annoying bosses, so I have slight pity for him, okay? Where's my mustache from Krogaroth? Golly. The name, Nashra, that was the name you were not expecting to hear. It's a name even the Yellow Mages only talked in the darkest hours of the night. Is he a ghost story? Nashra, the harbinger of the Burn Crusade. Nashra, the bringer of torment. Yeah, I know. Maybe it's just because it's nostalgia for the dungeons, maybe. Nashra, the doom and terror of the modern man, the great wizard from the Eastern Sanctuaries, went by many names. Oh, that's where he came from. He was indeed your master, for this beheaded wizard was the only one who gave birth to the Yellow Mages, and their ideology. Only that had happened over 1,000 years earlier. There's no records of Nashra for at least 500 years. Yes, he has a lot of flaws. Hello, nothing much. You're lucky indeed. There's a man I want to skin alive. After that, I want you to rip off their spines. Those maggots, they will slump before me, limp and feeble. What's happening here? Text-to-speech for the beginning of the game, of this route that I've been at for an hour and a half now. Your master seems to surprisingly go up to date with the twists and turns the world has taken since his absence. He has a mission for you. As a yellow mage, you were supposed to follow your own ambitions and greed, but there was a lot you could learn from this death-defying wizard that could further your knowledge on dark matters greatly. You decided to play along. You were sure that this terror of the modern man was perfectly aware of your reasoning, too. That was the typical relationship between a master yellow mage and their apprentice, after all. You were to travel to a small country in the Eastern Europa with the beheaded wizard, to a town called Preheville. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. So can new gods leave? They must be able to leave the dungeons if he was able to leave. So there's just a floating head wandering around in the modern day. To a town called Preheville. Oh my gosh. The head is Nashra. Oh my gosh, it connects now. But he didn't talk. Your master promised events of cosmic proportions. The stars were aligned for something big to happen, something that would turn the tides of the world for good. The head left out details from his story on purpose, but that did little to bother you. Oh, it makes sense now. You had just jumped to the deep end of the otherworldly world. You couldn't have asked for more. With this little information about the task at hand, how do you prepare for the trip? Probably medical goods. Managed to find 2 blue vials and a cloth fragment. You felt tense since the moment you embarked on this journey. Every night, you see nightmares of the horrors that would await you in Preheville. Whatever the price, the opportunity was too interesting to pass. With mixed feelings, you continued onward. Yes. Holy finally. Literally an hour and a half. Oh, he's asleep. Oh, hi. You? I can't remember your name right now. It's been a second. You feel like someone's watching you while you slept. You hear voices echoing from the beheaded wizard. We're in his radius now. Better not let me down now. Oh, so he can hear... He lost both of his power now? Well, because he's outside, I'm assuming, right? I want to run, but I cannot run. Why? Huh? Is that a glitch? He has 100... Huh? Oh, is it because I got more health or whatever, so I have to heal? I got so confused. I still can't run, but yes, we're finally out. This place is not a train anymore. You. Okay, I've been looking for you everywhere. Just where do you think you ran off to? Don't you understand the hurry we're in? I don't understand. Eyes of the janitor, bulge. Okay. You don't get healed, bug. That's stupid. Oh, he's got... I didn't even realize he had something on the back of... on his back. So, now that I've played for the first thing, did this actually happen to Olivia's sister? Or is this just her telling me how to do? He's an angel. So funny. You hear voices echoing from the beheaded wizard. You retard or what? Why the heck are you playing their games? Okay. That language is not necessary, Najra. Yeah, it actually happened. She was. Oh boy. They made her make fake cubes. Trying to get your attention. Why did she want me to lose my honor? I'm just like, where do you think you're going? This way. Catch me as fast as you can. You can catch me. I'm Elsa. Your head hurts. You feel like you're losing your mind. Whee! I made it. I made it. If you gotta rev up, it doors off. It's fine. I still won. Hi, Roar. Do you ever blink? The moon. It must be the moon god, you ponder. You read some vague tales about it during your time at the Amon libraries. Got you pulled out from that nasty place. You were going deep into that rabbit hole. Now you're safe under the beautiful green hill of the moon. Thank you? You're welcome.
Since our words cannot possibly reach my master, I speak in his behalf. And who might you be? Well, for now, let's just say that he is the delinquent one, the trickster moon god.
You know what?
And me, you can call me Perkle. I'm just a humble servant of his celestial majesty.
Can I, push you off the top of the tower? That would be nice.
Perkle,
the name does not sound familiar to you, but you're not sure where you've heard it before.
You are the dreamer, he is the dream. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in the Jubilee of Cosmic Proportions. 14 candidates, but only one true victor. The festival of Termina is upon us.
Termina, finally remember where you've heard the name Perkle before. The deity is often linked with the so-called Festival of Termina. Information about the festival is murky, but it is often associated with times of great turmoil. Many massacres in history have been blamed on this deity and the moon. Horrible acts have been committed in the name of lunacy. Did you see how you appeared weirdly on top of the tower? That animation specifically goes as far as I know. Yeah, it was a little... I was like, that was a little strange, but yeah. You can't remember much anything else. The moon god in general is shrouded in mystery, and his ways are often left unexplained. What is the Festival of Termina? Well, I don't understand any of this. I don't want any part of this. It's a festival to give you, the humans, a peak to grandeur and a chance to reach for illustrious heights. The festival to end all festivals. View somewhere with more exposition and information. Thank you.
If you progress further, I will gladly answer questions later down the road. Let's meet again under the moonlight.
I would hope not. You hear voices echoing from the beheaded wizard. Wake up, maggot! The train, it seems to have stopped. It's fine. You hear voices from the beheaded wizard. I trust you got the gist of things. Let's proceed. We have work to do. Your voices echoing from the beheaded wizard. Something seems off. This is not the moon god's usual modus operandi. Oh, so it's unusual. Trust no one, but me, obviously. As long as you do what I say, I do not care about the trust part either. Now move it, maggot. Okay. Can I run now? Thank you. Alright. Did I get healed? Yes, I did. Alright, we're good. Woohoo! Hello. Alright, away we go. Alright, so this is all the same. Okay, Najra. Is something wrong? Alright. I see, that's troublesome. Those fools, they have no knowledge of things to come. Well, how would they know, buddy? What do you expect? They are not a new god. No, I do not. In any case, I decided to stay and wait for a while, so I'm just gonna change it later. Who are you? Your voice says you are their doom and torment, an embodiment of chaos, a pupil to the terror of the modern man. Okay, hi Marina. But a child trying to play with magic? Wow. She's better at magic than you'll ever be. We have Olivia. A poor sod, a measly librarian waiting to be devastated. Huh. Keep an eye on this one. I already sensed this. Okay, then. Wow. A weakling with no remarkable features whatsoever. Okay, are we good now? Have you gotten all your insults out? Osa? Not Osa. Blech. Because I'm staring at Osa. Nashra? This maggot carries filthy secrets. Dig them up. So even look here. Oh, by the way, you have to equip the stuff you got? Oh, you have to? Okay. Am I done? Before you came out, we were talking about this. Yes, I did. Alright, not this talk. Blah, 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 blah. Miserable fool. When people are this dim-witted, they don't even deserve to learn the truth. Okay, Natra. It's like, golly. We'd be on everyone's bad side if they heard Najra talking. Ah! She just keeps talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. It'll be nice when I play Karen, because then she does not talk forever and eternity. I haven't forgotten who he is. I just want him to shush. It would be nice. He'd be silenced. But yes, I keep forgetting how tall Preville actually is. It is weirdly tall. Alright then. If I see anyone, I'll let you know. Okay. Where do you find? I need to be going to. Sure thing, no, that's all you do. Day 1. Finally. With the moon. Alright. Being very... Well, yeah, because he knows exactly why. Because he met Ragnvaldr, and if August is Ragnvaldr's descendant, you know not to mess with the people of Vinland. Especially one who has been through a lot of crap. And that's just the honest truth. Would you mess with Ragnvaldr? Because I certainly wouldn't. Because that sounds like a horrible idea. Bella is from Vinland too, by the way, and I won't mess with her. Oh, she is? So we have 2 people from Vinland? Interesting. Interesting. As Anki, I would... Anki with his noodle arms? Yes, I will never not stop making fun of Anki. It will never not be funny. He is the bane of my existence. Anki with his blood magic. Yeah, but if she hits him with a hammer or with a wrench, he's done. You know? That's just how it is. Alright. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but I'm just prepared to answer violence for violence. Alright. My arm. You got it. Oh boy. Oh, it's the guard plus. I have to get used to that I have something like that. Alright, we got one. Why does it look so tiny? I feel slightly bad, but at the same time, this poor guy just has the worst luck in the frickin' world. So he would probably end up with Mr. Needles, and I don't like Mr. Needles. I don't think anyone likes Mr. Needles. You one shot all the contestants' torsos. Ah, interesting. So that'll make my suffering less, annoying, at least. I hope. Alrighty. Away go. But yeah, the sooner I get this ending done, the better. I'll just go this way, ignore you for now. Termina is upon us. I think it's already here. Not so much, you can still lose them. Oh yeah, don't say. Yeah, like the woodsman. I know I get a white vial from... I don't know why white vials are in all refrigerators. Why is that the case? Alright. Anywho. So for the ones who've played, who was the first character you guys picked? What do you mean, milk? The villager puts the trap down, it's free. Double hit though. Yeah. Same with coin tosses. Makes sense. Alright, away we go. You think a white vial's milk? Weird that it helps with, not poison. I know what you mean by the white vial. I'm just trying to think... Can I just... Osa, obviously. I think Osa is very... for poison. Yeah, So the point is, are you saying that it's spoiled milk? You mother trucker. Back in the day. And first just... Please? Yes! Run! Run! I need my limbs. They're very important to me. I need them. Oh, for just... That just seems like a very random thing to put in your fridge, but... I don't know. I don't live in Preville. So anything is possible. Well, it's not like the typical thing that people think to get all the time. The chocolate milk. The tape. Oh! Well, I got the superhero stuff. Run away. Run away from the scary pig man. Alright. We've made a full U-turn. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Which, by the way, with that statue in the middle of town, did they still make sacrifices before they all went crazy? Or was this a, pre-event insanity? Alright, where... I believe they did. Which one? That it was insanity or that they just decided to? Hello, horse. That makes sense. We're going to gain extra rev points on that turn. Oh, so reach a higher state of awareness. Is mostly contained. It would make sense. Alright. We're going to try to get through this until I save, so let's try not to backseat at the point. It was only with the text-to-speech thing. So hopefully we'll get through this. This sacrifice is such an interesting statue. I disagree. Ow. Great, I'm poisoned, thanks. How does Headless Dog have poison? Alright, we're healed. We're good for now. But, yeah. We'll just have to... It's gotta be this way. It did save, yes. I was still careful. Well, for some reason. I've saved previously, like, before the whole... dream sequence, so technically, yes, I have saved. I just haven't saved elsewhere, but obviously we'll get a ton of, whatever the Mahabre thing, so we'll be fine. Hiya, Bella. Alright. Which, by the way, I might as well ask this. Did Nashra make Osa come here because of ending C, or is that a completely different reason? Because that's the main thing I was not sure of, is it for that specific reason? Or was it a different reason that he made Osa come here? The vessel and the machine god's birth. Okay, so it was for a separate reason than ending C. Okay. Just was curious what Nashra was on about. Since he wanted him to come here. You're so excited about that. You really should not be that excited about the bomb saw. Golly. Oh boy. Anywho. Okay, we got the 2 gasoline pieces. I think the gas is over here. Oh, I have to go to the other freaking side. It's fine. We're doing ending C. Since that, I'm trying to get the endings that do the same thing out of the way. Then I'll do ending B with the different people's endings. The pest isn't God, not completely image. She now resides alone in the realm. The old gods used to inhabit, which is why traces of her don't exist. Okay, so she now resides alone in the realm of the old gods used to inhabit, which is why her traces don't exist. Huh. Interesting. So is Ulmer there too? What do you mean Scottish? I don't have bear traps. This is gonna suck. Ah! Golly. You mother... Elmer did die, supposedly, which is why his traces exist in Mahabharata. I thought that was just his dead body. I didn't know that was actually, like, his traces. Well, one way or another, I still was gonna deal with them. Oh, for the love of Pete. Just how I talk. It might just be how it is. I forget. I think I want to get rid of the needle whip. I think. Guard, skill, wrench, toss, arm. These are his dead body and another thing in the same. Okay, I just didn't know if that was considered a thing. You know, I didn't know if his dead body was considered a thing. Thank you. I just didn't know if his dead body was considered traces. Oh, for the love of Pete. As much like ours, mine. Innocent are literal marks on the world, their lingering influence. Huh. Which does act. Oh my gosh! Okay. You need to, like, calm down for, like, 2 seconds. She's gonna bleed out. Right. How much health do you have, man? Anyway. Yes, he does. Technically, he would see what he does as art. So then, do new gods have the same thing that happened, or no? Because technically, the new gods are gods, but not exactly new gods? Fine, like... What do you mean, first loss? We're not quite there yet. Okay, that's not helpful to me. Move to the hall. Get moved to the hall once they're forgotten. They aren't as influential. Okay. Oh, come on. Thank you. I was gonna be like, he deserves this so much. Yes, I don't pity the man. But if you're talking about the breaking of the thing, who knows? That's what the game decides to do. Alright. Ba-bum-ba-bum. But yeah, it just depends on how annoying the game wants to be. Which is usually really annoying. For no reason. Oh boy. Well, at least I don't have to deal with the Bella coming after me. I told you, my luck is not always the greatest. Oh, we got a fragment, so I have a cloth fragment, so I can heal you now. Immortals with superpowers. The Ascended ones are like super new gods, and the older gods are like the alien gods. That is one way to interpret it. Okay. I don't need to turn this on, do I? When I get close to the board and short it. She has not been able to open any of these doors so far for me. Gods are mere copies of the people. Oh, never mind. There we go. Excuse me, I forget sometimes that she can do that. And it depends on the thing. You mother trucker. Oh. Huh. Anywho. Really? You're hungry already? Bum 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 bum. Lucky today. I wouldn't say lucky. It was really after the Golden Throne, however, since his main goal was always to ascend and start at the end of the beginning of kind. Well, technically yes, but he also wants the cube. He just really likes the cube. Hi, you. What you doing here? I just saw it, I'm like, did I just see what I think I saw? I forgot about you. It's been a second since I've seen you. Oh, no, 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 no. Alrighty, he spent an hour and a half reminiscing. I'd be hungry too. I guess. But it's in his head, so it shouldn't take that long. Eternity in the mind is only a few minutes in reality. Or at least, typically how it goes. Alright, I gotta be careful of the pendulum enemies. I kinda forgot they existed. For a while. Too many is worth the price. Nah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I think I'd rather keep my mortal form. Still drains the body. Yes, that is true. I won't deny that. Oh, I left. You made it out alive. Yes, yes I did. The one with the eagle, good, good. We got myself, I never lurks the deeper depths of the soil. At the beginning, I don't want to do anything too risque just yet. Which, by the way, how does Pav know about the festival? Does everyone else know about the festival? Seeing you later. Oh, thanks, Pav. Don't have the luxury of living creatures. Huh? What do you mean? What was that all about? A crazy man. he is a crazy man. Okay, so the Brave Man Army is officially with... But why was he specifically picked out of all of them? Technically, yes. Is it the ending C? Is this the other side, or did I go in a loop? I went in a loop. Okay. Alright, well, I need to go into town and get more items. So I need to go more looting. Tell them about the festival, I guess. I'm just wondering, because of all of the people, right? This man is picked. Right? Oh my gosh. There's a whole King Crimson thing going on. You mean he has an ego? I couldn't help myself. It's so funny to me. It's like, oh, you mean he has an ego? Frack. What was that? What was that? What was that? Picks people and draws them to the location of the festival, supposedly. Does he have the pig feet? Or is it just the sprite? Ah! Bye-bye! Hello, friend. It's just, I'm like... the sprite just looks that way, and I'm like... But he's a human, ain't he? So why would he have 75-25? That's his Moonscorched form. That changes him to have... more animal-like features? Oh look, it's Crazy Lady number 1. Oh my... Okay. I forgot they make that noise. They always have to have one person that makes a horrible, horrible frickin' noise that scares the living heck out of me. Gosh dang. I've seen some. I've seen Abella's. That's it. Oh my goodness, that was too much for me. I forgot about the lady. And her screaming, holy moly. Then you see how much they change. Well, yes, I didn't even know it was Abella at first. I'm gonna be honest. She's very muscular. Because I'm pretty sure Moonscorch don't give you muscle. Marina's is the creepiest and the saddest. I hope to never have to see any of the Moonscorch forms. Why didn't I just... Yeah. That was my fault. It just looks cool. Yeah, I think also... Did I not get... So do you not get the thing if they die? This is a genuine question. But I didn't get her soul, so am I screwed? Or what? Because I didn't get the blah 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 soul thing, so does this count as a different thing? Or just... We'll keep going, but obviously I still have the other save file. It only matters that they die. Okay. I was like, did I do a bad? Did I mess it up again? Obviously I can do a separate save if I want to. Well, I know crazy lady's up there. Okay, never mind, there's another... Oh, for the love of Pete, why is there so many crazy people in here? Can you stop, like, screaming in my ear for, like, 2 seconds? Thanks, lady. Let's say something else consumes the souls if you don't. Oh, fun. A broomstick, just a whole broomstick. Aha! I'm assuming that is better. It is. Never hurts to check. Oh look, everyone's favorite place for me to end up all the time. It just says the ladies don't want to miss out. I guess. Oh. Oh, I can't get over it. I'm sorry. It's too funny. It shouldn't be as funny as it is. Just, he has become more... what's the word? Just... He's a little, pink now. And I can't get over that it's been so long that this man has just rode over. I'll note something when you... Okay. I'm guessing you expect that in the close future. So I know your faith in my abilities is at an all-time low. As usual. From chat. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. But yes, the festival is definitely something. Now, can I disengage Nostra or no? Does he get mad at me? It's an action if your chances will drop to a whopping 0.003%. What did I do? Okay, someone's not mad at me at least, so he's still in my pocket. You still get the dialogue even if you don't clap. Point is, he doesn't get mad at me and turn me into a burning flame, right? I just don't want to be turned into a crisp. Cause, I need to be alive. You know? Ain't that armor a little bit heavy? What do you mean? From random kitchenware. Oh, it's agility and whatever. Okay, you. No backseating. You don't think you can burn anyone now? Oh, Kaiser tries to power all of the books. Oh, I got an Almer Skin Bible. Last Frontier. Don't think these give me anything. Alright, well, good. I'm gonna check if that has a key, but I don't think so. Okay. Everything. I would have figured something out eventually. I'd be like, oh, why am I... Could have made fun of you too. Are you regretting your actions now, I see? Alright. Which, by the way, the priest... Oh yeah, I have to feed you. Have a meat pie. So is the priest in here related to Father Hugo or anything, or is that are they completely unrelated to one another? Bum, 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 bum. Yes, I just be good and now you lift. It's fine. Why do I keep hitting the thing? Alright, anyhow. I forget what this guy's name is. I don't remember. Nor do I technically want to know. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. I will say this house layout is a little strange. They have one bedroom in this entire frickin' house. There's nothing else in here. Oh, blue vial, I need that. It's ridiculous how much health I need. More health. Always more health. Yeah, the priest are in cahoot. Are you saying that's the priest's names, Dylan? Or are you just saying a random name just because you can? Geronimo! Just a turnip. Just a whole thing for turnips. We have so many turnips. Leather armor. Magic defense goes down though. But defense goes up. From balancing. Vampire engine from balancing. Huh. I don't know. It could be, for the logic here, anything could happen. It could be like a very specific name. What the frick is that? Oh, I'll take that, thanks. Rico limbs now, too bad we can't recover. Okay, okay. Low blow there. Oh, he moved on, thankfully. Yay, freedom. Boom, ba-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. I will say, I also should not be as easily scared as Marina was. He literally went to the dungeons of fear and hunger. He should be fine. So a couple of times too. I got Pesto's. I got Pesto's Skin Bible. She really likes me. Meets her senses that she knows the Catholic Church. Well, you could see a similarity, but I don't know if they're exactly the same. Anyway, yes, like I said, I think Pesto's, I am her favorite because she keeps giving me this, her Skin Bible, I swear. It's like, oh, well, thank. Yes, I told you. She likes me. I treat her with kindness, and she likes me. So see, it works out. See, kindness does get you somewhere. See, why do I have a goat hoof? Why goat hoofed? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alongside the Book of Light. Might have to keep this run going. Maybe, we'll see. We just have to, I can't say, or I might get unlucky with something, so we'll just, move on with the conversation. That is a weirdly specific question. I'm assuming they look just like regular books, but I could be very, very wrong. I don't want to know what Anki smells like. That sounds like a horrible, horrible idea. The guy has been around for at least 500 years. So, you know. Something, he's a scholar. Come on. I was gonna be like, I don't think he smells like much of anything. Hopefully. He smells like nothing. Alright. Did I go to the... I did go to the office. Did I get... I did check the bases. Okay. So, I forget. How do I trigger the, mayor? I forget how I trigger the mayor. Is it like a different thing? Smell like flowers? They might. I guess it depends on where the Jigglypuff roams. Some immortality, he might not sweat. You can only hope. Oh, you have to sleep for him to appear? Is there no other way to get in? Well, I'm gonna do everything else that I need to do now before it becomes later in the day. So, no pet smell. We hope so. We can only hope, you know. Poor Anki's been through so much with the amount of random crap I've put him through, so I don't think he needs to have a bathing problem. Oh. Which, by the way, did the slums look like this before the festival happened? There's a real monster. I mean, there was, but you needed a Bella. But the gate isn't a thing. It's just a gate with that key. Or you could break through it. I don't know if I have the ability to break through the gate. So... Ooh! Boat cutters and sewers are alternative ways. Oh yeah! Well, the boat cutters are in the church. Can I not? Oh. Like, the bolt cutters are in the church. I'd have to break through... Is there an... Do you get keys to the sewers? I don't even remember anymore. You must have to. believe, or bunker shells. Oh, you can get them? Besides their guaranteed spot on the church? Weird. Weird. Yeah, she would have been very helpful here. I'm sorry, Abella. I'm so very sorry. It wasn't on purpose. I blame needles. Well, like I said, I can do a separate save file so we can have both options available to me. Up, down, da, da, da. We just do the shimmy, 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 shimmy. Oh yeah, the keys are given by the cook if you stop his moon scorch. And the keys are given by the cook if you stop his moon scorch into the mayor? How do I find... Wait. I thought the guy was already moon scorched. Oh, not that. I didn't know that I could stop him from being moon scorched. I thought he was moon scorched already. Since you went with the Bella. Ah. Wait, so because you pick a Bella, the guy gets moon scorched immediately? Weird. This place is weird. Well, it was already weird before. It's just becoming even weirder as time goes on. You choose one, a Bella or Henrik. Oh! You can have Henrik in your party? I didn't know. I thought he wasn't a party member. I thought he was just a weird dude that existed, to be very honest with you. Like, I genuinely thought he was not a character you... Like, because can you have August on your team? Just gives you infinite food. Ah. No, he gives infinite food at the train. Ah. Wait, so you're telling me Henrik is the mayor? Why is he the mayor? How did that happen? It's only been a few hours. Yeah, August isn't playable either. That's why I was curious. That's why I was so confused and like, you can have Henrik in your party? Because it seems weird to pick between characters that are playable and unplayable. The weak turn first. But how does that even work, though? Because wouldn't everyone be moon scorched, or is it just because insanity? Because at least based on how I understand moon scorching, you would assume everyone would be affected. Given to the manor, and since he looked like a cool dude, the butler gives him the keys to the city. Really? He has underlying issues. No August or Henry in party. He is a gentleman. Huh. I guess I didn't know that Henrik was the mayor. You've kind of blown my mind here. If he didn't have to bury the truth. Oh, boy. Alrighty then. You just went right there, didn't you? But yes, I did not know he was the mayor. I just wanted to put that in preference. I had no idea that that was the case. Now my mind has just been blown. So then how... I'm so wildly confused on why the butler thought that this guy was a good idea for the mayor in the first place. Did he teach him everything in the span of a couple hours? Like, golly. Oh. Like, I'm more confused than anything else. He learned all about this stuff. Became the mayor. When they're insane, they become the worst versions of themselves. So Henrik's worst version is a mayor? And he knew about all the cuisines here? I'm just kind of like trying to connect the dots in my head, being like, you're telling me that this guy that I saw earlier in the manor in a different thing, but I couldn't interact with him though. So I'm very confused. Okay, where do I get the sewer key? Okay, well, you're spoiling things, let's not... Alright. Okay. I guess, well, it's not surprising. Should I really be surprised? Probably not. It's the same thing with the one guy that I can't remember his name. Termina, sewer key. I don't think anyone likes doors. Alright, if you're not going to terminal open tunnel. Okay, can be received from Henrik on the day first of showing him the food. Found in the corpse of the church not time before. Oh, there's 2 keys. Great. Thanks, game. You suck. Oh, so he was born in Rondon, so how did... You confused my brain, Hendrik. Genuinely confused my brain. Oh, he's also 32 years old. What do you mean Henrik's the mayor? They say... Oh! No. Oh, he's called the gentleman. I thought he would just be called mayor. Wow. Okay. I was very confused, okay? Okay, I was very confused. So, he can be encountered. He will be looking aimlessly for a non-existent clock. He could ticking while saying that he's starving. Huh. I still don't get why the heck why would we saving a Bella would lock you out of the manor though. Like lock you out of talking to Hendrik. So am I just screwed and have to sleep? And if you try to just like this, I think mayor equal Henry. Yes. That's how it would work. So I'm more surprised that we don't see him at all. It doesn't even say make a choice, I guess? Maybe? Because it doesn't say... Oh, it's in... Oh, there is. Notice it's possible to meet both the Belle and Hendrik outside of the intro in the same playthrough. Okay, like as you said. Okay. So he becomes okay. But then how do I... So I have to fight him as the gentleman. How in blazes am I supposed to win that fight? I have to win this fight.
3,000 health.
At least it's only 750 and... Well, that's on easier mode. You have a plan? I'm all ears. 'Cause I don't want to have to fight. Well, I'm gonna have to fight the gentleman anyway, ain't I? You can only say one unless you sleep till day 2 or dodge the trigger. Sorry if that spoils. That's fine. That's fine. You'll need soul stones though, so... Yeah, but is him being moon scorched counts as him being gone? Because I need to get rid of all the contestants. So is being moon scorched considered dead? To Rur or no? Are those different? Is it just... Can the screaming lady shush? No, he's not considered dead. So I do have to fight him. You can always not try to do it in this game, though. Ah! Which, how about this? If I ask this question. If let's just say this. I don't go to Abella right away. I go to the manor. So then I can meet Henry. I get rid of Henry. Does that still make Abella available or no? Or does that completely lock her out? Because that becomes the question I have, mostly where I'm like, can you have tech encounter both? Because then what happens if you get rid of him? It locks her out? Really? Even if you get rid of him before? Well, Miro really thought of everything. That's stupid. Well, I guess we'll just... If you go right, Abella. Oh, so it is a trigger. Okay, so it's an immediate trigger. Interaction, not recruitment. She still gotta go too. Well, yeah, but Abella would be a later thing of an issue to take care of. In this instance, and that's mean for me to say. I'm so sorry about. Which, by the way, why is the man not here to tell me about Door? Nope. But if you, Isabella, no one dead. Well, yeah, because then Abella is not going to get moon scourged because I'm controlling where she goes. Unless I'm playing on, like, Maso mode. Where, if you're outside too long, you go bye-bye. If you first go to Henry, it becomes Abella and vice versa. But Henry in the first moment, if you talk to Henry to prepare something. But to Henry in the first moment, if you talk to Henry to prepare something. And then you go to the storage of the mansion below. We'll go back to the train. Well, yeah, that I read in the wiki thing. Where do I sleep? Since I have to sleep. Okay, this is crazy, ladies, so I should not sleep in here. That seems like a death sentence waiting for me. I guess? Well, this doesn't have any bed. Where the frick do I sleep? In this freaking place. Well, going to the mansion is not a good idea either. Get red arcs, but you unlock a machine gun in it. It stuns a body part and you get the jellyphone chocolate juice, so you get 2 turns. Oh! Do you have small things amulet? Point is, this is you talking about the gentleman fight, right? Since he's gonna be a pain to do. Can sleep and drink. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. I kind of forget that exists sometimes. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. Is it sad that Tanaka has good hexen skills, but the poor guy does not last very long anywhere? Like, he just dies so quickly, whether it's because of the player, or because of needles, or becomes moon scorched. Hey, give Tanaka a break. He's dealt with too much already. Alright. Well, if you believe that, then why don't you play, like, Mazo mode and only use Tanaka's skills? See how that goes. It'll probably go just as well as you would expect. Please. Mercy. Mercy achieved. Ugh. We're just waddling along. Do I get to start earlier than Olivia with that wheelies with that? If you wanted to. Hello. You can play with whatever character you want. You just can only have Tanaka's skills. Those are the only ones you can upgrade with. And it can be any ending that you want. Just a genuine thing of, like, if you think he has mid skills, see if you can work with them. I'm assuming I don't do this. This seems like a bad idea. You can work with anything. Okay, she does count. Alright, blah 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 blah. No chance if you attack Maruk first. How do I get to Maruk when Marina is in my way? Leave. Sleepy. Again, sleeping, are we? Like, how do you get to him from here? Oh. I feel like this is a very, very bad idea, but I did save, so I guess we might as well go crazy. One way or another. I have to deal with this, don't I? Is only used for damage over time calculations. Interesting. Well, it's about as much as you would expect. has become a door. She kind of has, hasn't she? Fine, give me your best. This is gonna go as well as we expect. Ow. It is probably reset, so test your stuff to your heart's this save is a yeah, it's like, might as well. That's why I have the previous save to exist. Ow. Oh, I didn't hit the frickin' ah. Oh. Oh, I won. This is gonna hurt, ain't it? Wow, that really did nothing. Might be the most dangerous here. I think that's just obvious. I played Marina. I know how Marina works. Why is it dark? Oh, I'm blind. I was like, why is it dark? Oh yeah, I'm blind. I completely forgot that was a thing. Oh, but look, I can see now. I can see now. Can I get my eyes back? If I used the thing? Or no? Oh, that was too funny. Oh, why was that so funny? It was just like, huh, I can see all of a sudden. By the way, do you love my slow descent into the different little save files? These are mine now? Yes, she did. Yes, you can. I did once. Not worth it. Just was curious. Just in this instance, you know. By the way, what's the name of Olivia's sister? Because I could look it up right now, but if I want to get through this stupid freaking opening again, I gotta keep moving. It's not fun. Yeah, don't say. Especially in an environment you're not used to. By the way, who brought all the luggage? To a bear. Oh, so you were just like me. Except for I don't think you stepped on something that made you explode. Cause you know, that was tiredness at its best. Golly. But I will say that I assume that Abella is more worth it than... I hate diagonals. That is not better than Abella in terms of thing. Channel. Oh, thanks. By the way, I love that these two are here, and then I think the others are elsewhere, are they not? So why isn't all four of the new gods at the same table? Like, here's the thing. Having infinite food is not a bad thing, I will say. If he gave, like, healing items, it'd be a little bit more worth it. Or, if they wanted to make it worth it, have the decision is you pick between he gives only healing items or he gives only food. Something like that would be more, worth it. Someone hundreds of years admits to hate each other. That is true. That is true. But at the same point, they all agreed to go together, so I don't know what they expected when they were getting into their quote-unquote godhood. They were going to see each other's faces the whole time. If they expect anything less, I think it's their own fault for expecting more. I don't think you guys disagree with that. Because why else? Would you be... if you know that there's a place that's going to, you know... But now, Toss is even more repeat since you can use Red Art for the other loom. Huh. Yeah, right. Oh, you can stun both arms of the death mask till they fall off. Oh, fun. So, how does Osa hear Najra since everyone else can't hear him? Is it because he is a yellow mage? Is it because he has some ability that I don't know about? Yellow mage? But then how about... Then what about the protagonists from the first game, then? They were not yellow mages, so how did we hear Najra? I guess maybe it's slightly different? Does the dungeons just make you predisposition for... Oh, so is that how it works for the... Najra was stronger then? Hmm. Well, yeah, he's now a belt accessory, ain't he? How the mighty have fallen. From, I'm the great Najra, I'm a mage that everyone fears. And could float on his own without a body, now it's a keychain. What a life. Can't do anything now. Now, is that because he got covered in rubble? Or is it just because of age? Because I know Anki's situation is different than the rest of them. To my knowledge, it was different. If it's not a spoiler, you read the description. He barely reflects spells. Well, yeah, that's not really a spoiler. But yeah, is it because he got older? Like, what caused... He's meant to be low, but somehow avoided it? I guess because he didn't die, technically? Because he got blasted by a gun. Well, you mean like an old god, because if he got blasted by a new god, he still lives. So that's even more of a weird logic. He got hit by the remnants of Grogoroth and still lived. But then my characters that are humans were able to take out his companions like it was nobody's business. Traces, but still. So yeah, how does that work? It's like...
Okay.
Is like an accessory? Yes, he is an accessory. It's mine. Didn't he reject godhood? Also, you think Saramas survived the dungeon? Yes. Of course no, Saramas would survive. He's just hanging out. Yes, it's cause something was hearing me talk and decided it wanted to do something. Don't you love when that happens? For no reason? Don't know why, it just happens. Okay. Are you always guaranteed to get the hat? It's probably hanging with Hanky. Yeah, they're all best buds. Would you agree that Nosramas and Anki look alike? At least based on, like, their overworld sprites, I think they could be twins. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, it's just like there's no mages that look more alike. Obviously, we've never really seen his twin sister, so we don't know how much alike him and his sister looked. Which I'd be curious to see what Anki's twin sister looked like. Even the not overworld sprite. Yeah. They just look similar. To the point of, like, is he like an ancestor? Because I'd believe it. Alright. But yeah, I would think that maybe him and his sister both have long hair. We don't even know if Nosramas is a he. I guess I don't really even know. Maybe it's just because you listen, but they might be related. Who knows? Well, the similarities are uncanny. So if there was a relation, it would not be far-fetched. The guy who made the game said he didn't think people would like the next one, but I have to say the same thing about the first game. Yeah. That is true. I will say, obviously there are points for this game where you want to throw it out the window out of frustration. But then there are moments that happen where you're like, huh, that was pretty cool. It says he has made a game that is worthy of being an RPG game. Up there with Eve, Mad Father, Misao, and all of them. So, I think he did a good job. Usually aren't that good. Well, he had a good base framework to work off of from the first game, and there's a ton of stuff to improve from the original game. Less glitches would be one. Like when... Ah, you're so funny. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Bella anyways, why not? But yeah, it really just depends on what you're dealing with. Because the framework is very much easy to work with and to improve upon. It's just a matter of figuring out story and how do you piggyback off of what the first game had. Like, what did people like? Oh, they liked the looting mechanics, they liked the story, they liked the characters. What is it that, you know, made people interested? yeah. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Yeah, but come on, what sequel is better than the first? Usually it's down from there. Well, this depends on, like... So, Persona has 5 sequels. And depending on if you've played Persona, it really depends on if you consider one better than the other. You know? It's a definitely opinionated thing. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, people really liked Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So there's another sequel, but technically it was a prequel, but it was a sequel until we found out it was a prequel. Yes, I will always bring FNAF back into things. No one can stop me. I already had a Small Things amulet, so I have 2 now. Anywho, what's the other thing that I can't remember? Well, I'd have to genuinely think about second movies. It's actually called better than 1 or 2, and you get the double turn. Oh. You sure? It don't let me oh, it's because I have you have it. Hence my excitement. I was just like, huh? What do you mean? So some things stack and some things don't. RPGs, you never cease to amaze me with your randomness. Hopefully we can get past Needles. Needles, you suck! Haha! Mine. Oh, for the love of... Oh! I'm gonna have to deal with them anyway, so... I don't like that sound. Oh boy. Alright, can you... Okay, that's still a thing for a turn. Get rid of that. You do this. We need to get rid of the arm. Rev. Is there anything to like about this annoyance called enemy?
Oh, what? He's ambidextrous? Really? I didn't think he was ambidextrous. Huh. Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, you learn something new every day, I guess. Oh, not you. You do this. You do this. Alright, attack here. You scale this to that. But yes, he's ambidextrous. I did not expect that from Needles, but I guess I shouldn't have not expected it. The more you know. Oh look, and we have not... She still has very little health, but it's better than before. I have a cloth fragment, so there we go. So we won't lose Abella anytime soon. I do want to do this, though. Hello again. Oh, I don't have the thing yet. Away we go. Show him better yet. Whee! I guess I just didn't realize he had just a whole Glock. But yes. Were you surprised that he was ambidextrous? Because you improve, that's good. Well, you learn. Why is it so quiet in here? Where the frick am I? Ambidextrous? Oh my gosh. It means to be able, like, typically people have stronger spell be an addiction. People quite doesn't. Said before losing Abella again. Ha ha ha, so funny. Anyway, ambidextrous just means that you are able to do actions with both hands. So, writing, typically people have a dominant right hand or left hand. So, ambidextrous means you can do both. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. This place is so dead quiet, it is unnerving. I can't do that. Most people can't. It really depends on, like, left-handed people, like me. Well, left-handed beings, I should preface, are more likely to be ambidextrous, but that doesn't mean right-handed people can't be. Just really depends. Yeah, you have two dominant hands. Obviously, you'll have a preference. It just depends. Frick. Anything in here? Well, that just means you're left-handed. You're one of the rare minority. Too, and it's fine. You know what I... Man? Am I in the sewers? How in blazes did I get down here? Huh. I'm a little surprised. You need the key here, you don't say. Unless I am able to break down door. I didn't even know that this was connected here. The more you know. If you start... Because of course. Well, yeah, because then you'd be able to get into late game area very easily. You just pick up a Bella in the same area and just do-do-do-do-do. I use my right. Which is very common. I forget what the percentage is of at least the human population. There's quite a... It's more than... I think it's maybe 75%, give or take, use their right hand, and 25 is left. But that might be wrong. Anyway... Small people. Oh boy. No. It means you have a lot of stuff that is easier for you to have access to. Is it one of them? Maybe. Yeah, nothing is... It's actually helpful to be right-handed. So, for example, like a leaf blower. Leaf blowers are made with right-handed people in mind. So when you're left-handed, you deal with annoying things that are taken by the mostly right-handed dominated population. Hopefully that makes sense. Because as a right-handed person, you have no issues with some things. Well, and good for him. It means he has a rare thing. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is wrong with being right-handed. You get it a little bit easier than the rest of us who are left-handed. Like, people will look at you and be like, why are you... Like, at least little kids sometimes will do it. They'll be like, are you... having some... Like, you know, turning the paper the opposite way. How can I be ambidextrous? Practice? Oh! Practice, friend! Huh? And I'm technically left-handed, but never learned to use it right. Because I mimicked everyone else. Yeah. Anyway, you just strengthen your other arm. The one that's not your dominant hand, you just strengthen it. Yeah, school a long time ago was wild. But yeah, you just have to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Strengthen your arm. Well, whatever arm is not your dominant hand. So if you're left-handed, it would be your right. If you're right-handed, it would be your left. Bum 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 bum. Made it! And yes, I'm getting to this point so then I can save. So I'm just trying to... What's dominant? How do I want to say this? Dominant is... Well, in the terms of handedness, it's preference. But dominant could be used for many different wordings. Bum 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 bum. So did your uncle let you use his laptop again? I was remembering something. If I had a hard time doing stuff with my dominant hand. Oh! Well, that surprised me. Alright. Woo! Yeah! Thank you, Abella. You're the best, Abella. You're the best. The best, the best, the best. Alright. Okay, so I want to go to the slum. Oh! To get scared from it. Well, not technically. I did not expect. I forgot that it was there. No, I'm not doing a 5-hour stream. Huh? Oh, it was the extra turn. Oh, wow. Instant. I'll take that. Anyway. This bug, it never does anything. I didn't realize I had an extra turn. I was so confused. I was like, huh? Why didn't I do it? Why did nothing happen? But it's like, oh yeah, because I have an extra turn. Whee! Anyway, as I was saying before, oh, hello. Just the guy saying, can't charge res with meditations, and if you re-equip extras on your turn, it gets canceled anyways. Very buggy. Weird. But I guess that's just what you expect. Sometimes RPG Maker is not always. Yes. Wrench, toss, pipe. Okay, that's gone. No, I have never played BioShock, but I know about BioShock. That is actually a game that I was thinking about playing maybe in the future. Not at this current moment in time, but it is something I have thought about. Right, that's enough. And I'm my nephew didn't answer anything weird. Oh no. Just asked questions like, what does Amber, would you kindly play BioShock? Ah, so funny. Yes, I know what that means in BioShock. Anyway, no, nothing weird. Just ask genuine questions like, what does ambidextrous mean? What does dominant, as in dominant hand, mean? Simple questions, what you would expect. Normal, I got Venushka. Normal questions you would expect from a child. You know, stuff that you don't know. Bum 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 bum. I grabbed stuff. I did. But yeah, nothing crazy. Haha! Enter entertain. See ya. Knowledge. Yes, knowledge. And yes, as soon as I saw that Natural's account didn't put the freaking cat thing on there, it was like, okay, this is the nephew. Alright. So we got Tanaka. And Abella's in good condition. Do I really need anything else? Or am I pretty much all set to go after I check out the house? There's just one solo done at least to get Red Arc. Well, we'll get that when I save. I'm just trying to get all the stuff. All the stuff that I need to then... So, point is, we're going through the house real quick. We'll go through the manor real quick. Or the mayor's mansion. Get everything there. And then we'll save. So, we'll save and then I'll get stuff. It just depends. Alright, we need knowledge. Okay, Pesto, can you be nice to me again? Nope. Nope, I got roar. Okay. Okay, so I still got 2 skin Bibles, nonetheless. Weirdly enough. Not the ones I wanted, but we'll call that a technical success. Bottom. Body. Bum. But yes, I learned a lot about Hendrik today that I kind of forgot he existed for a while. 2 blues and... Oh, cool. Well, that's good. I was gonna say there was some importance to this, right? Something. It's good as well. Point is, we got 2 options to work from. Alright, now we gotta run away from the weird man. Because I don't know why he's sitting there. Oh, since we already did Marina's route, I wanted to ask this. So, was Marina's father actually a worshipper of Ulmer, or was that just a facade on the surface for other things? Because that I was never sure about. Unknown. Okay. Door unlocked. Circumvent. Woo-hoo-hoo. Bum bum bum. Snake restaurant. Alright. Time. Yeah, it must be food storage. I need stuff. Okay. Whee! But yeah, we got. Have I got a key yet? I do have the key. Really, when you're in a rush, because the game knows that I'm not gonna pay super close attention to everything that is going on. Yes, that is really how these games work. I'm not kidding you. Is that if I'm not paying close attention, it'll give me nice things. Who knows why or how it can be a little rude like that. Just because it can. Hello? Can I not? Alright, whatever. Won't let me. Alright. Okay, now we gotta go back to the train and sleep. This one? Yep. Oh, the game isn't. Oh, the game isn't. I feel like I didn't. Yep. The less you care, the better you get. Yep. That'd be true. That'd be so true. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. How many? Yeah, it was like... Sure. Alright. Everything has to get in my way. Well, here's one. Technically, there's two. Technically, there's a third one. So I don't have to go all the way to Tanaka. Food, meat pie, here you go. See? Other lady. Haha! Ah, guard, you, this. I think I have a cloth. We should be fine. I think I got a cloth. Yep, I did. Looks like Picasso painting. Yes. Yes, she does. Oh, and I got another one. Thanks! Replenishing my cloth fragments. Holy moly. Alright, Alright, let's go trade these in. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. Or armor ain't nice. I forget. Alright, hello, tainted one that somehow in the 500-year time span, has replaced Chambarat. Good for you, I guess. Chambara gets a retirement. Wouldn't you all agree that Chambara just got retirement? You for forgetting. It's definitely like, oh yeah, Pocket Cat exists as a thing. Alright, away we go. Moving along, moving along, moving along. It's not a goldfish memory, as in, I've been playing Marina for so freaking long and did not use... Oop!
Please. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please. Please.
Please! Please! Yes! Run! Fast walk, Osa. I don't care. Just go. Go! Well, yes, I know. I played Marina. And it's nothing against Marina. It's just... That tells you... Marina was the first time ever playing Fear and Hunger Termina, so I think we all know my capabilities of... in this game is... Well, and also Anki. Like I said, the Dark Mage has really got the short end of the stick of everything. Wasn't on purpose, it just ended up that way. You just go, well... You poor souls. You got stuck with me. One down. What do you mean, oh no? What? Oh, frick. I know what you mean. I figured it out. It's fine.
It's fine.
It just means if I somehow mess up really badly, tell you, Glitch, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We have it, so nonetheless, we'll still get more, so then we'll have more stuff. We'll see. Because you never know. Things could go horribly, 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 horribly wrong. Hey, it's the Fear and Hunger way. Is to always do something not quite right. Always. Yes, I forgot the stones. Yes, we have time to, so it's fine. Yep. Alright, so... tomorrow is Pokemon Platinum. We'll see. I don't think we'll get to the Elite Four if we pass Volkner. We'll definitely get through Volkner and Victory Road. We'll see. Full. And no, it's not a gold. By the way, that's not a goldfish. And two, you kind of just forget that. It's such a great way. So yeah, we'll see how that goes from there. So, thank you guys for watching the stream. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Fear and Hoenn. Alright, bye.